get on to Wednesday. The first race is the Barring Bingham Novice Hurdle. I know everyone's, for some reason, hating the registered name. I'm actually all for it because Barring Bingham is the reason we have Cheltenham in the first place, because that man bought Prestbury Park and turned it into the racetrack that it is today. So, and that's probably why the race is named the Barring Bingham, like registered wise. But yeah, I like registered names rather than bloody bookie sponsored. So
they took their time paying a tribute to him, didn't they?
Sorry.
They took their time paying a tribute to him, didn't they?
Well, no, it's always been the registered name. It's just fucking sponsors get in the way, don't they?
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Yeah, I know.
It's like
Honey.
it's like the JLT, what's called the Turners now, is the Golden Miller. If any horse ever deserved a race named after them at Cheltenham, it's Golden Miller. And
absolutely,
like Arkle gets his race every year, and Golden Miller doesn't. He won 5 bloody Gold Cups.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he gets the sponsor put in front of him. The Arkle doesn't.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
right. We'll go
believe they've been named. I think there's been a race named after me at Plumpton. I'm still devastated about
that. You'll get your day. You'll get your day, Matt.
When I snuff it, they might do one.
Right, Hugh, we'll go to you first. Who wins this?
Okay. Yeah, it's a tricky one, to be honest with you. Like, you make a case for a couple. Obviously, with Ballyburn runs here, like, I agree with the sentiment. Like, just name the fucking race that Ballyburn runs in. Like, it's getting tiring at this stage. Like, what do they not know that they don't? What could they possibly learn the next couple of days that they're not going to know about this horse already? His pedigree means he'll stay whatever distance they want. Just name the race. I'm a big fan of Mystical Power. I backed Mystical Power after he won in Galway for the Supreme at 25-1, but it looks increasingly likely he's going to go for this. So that is another anti-post down the toilet. In Atlantic, I know Paul Tennant said, he fought his heart out before he was mugged by Reading Tommy Wrong in the Lawlers race the last day, which was a really unusual race. And they think a lot of them. Like, if you twisted my arm, if Mystical Power runs here, I'd probably back him. I'd probably back him each way just so I can lose twice as much money because he doesn't want to spring my anti-post gone. So, like, if you're going to fall off a cliff, you might as well throw yourself off, right? So, but like, you can make a case. We can make a case for half a dozen here. If you twist my arm, Mystical Power, yeah, each way maybe at 5-1.
Okay, May.
Yeah, so you've got a good case for most of these. I do like Reading Tommy Wrong. I know Darryl does like it. I know he didn't jump well at Nace. He hit a few, but he still won. He still knew how to win. So I think, yeah, I just like him. He just looks tenacious. If he can get his jumping together, he still beat El Atlantique after jumping poorly as well. He was out the back and he just sort of, yeah, it just wasn't fluent, and he still won the race. So to me, if you can do everything wrong during a race and still win, that shows a lot. So I'm going with Reading Tommy Wrong for me.
Okay, nice one, Danny.
I've been a big Il Atlantique fan, so I've obviously got a few bets with Il Atlantique at bigger prices. So I'll be hoping that they go down this route. Whether they do or not, I don't know. But yeah, I'll stick with him if he runs. Other than that, I'm a fan of Billericay Dickey. Whether he comes here or not, again, I'm not quite sure. I don't know if anyone else has heard anything. I mean, you would be slightly concerned with coming into this off one run, but he was impressive. He did it quite impressively. He looked professional throughout that run. Heavy ground as well, so the ground shouldn't be an issue if it does come up soft to heavy. So it's still an each way price. But yeah, it's anyone's guess as to what actually turns up with Willies in the race itself. So yeah, if I was looking for one, I'd probably go with Slade Steel, with one with a bit of experience. Obviously, like George mentioned earlier, the form's rock solid there. So yeah, Il Atlantique, Slade Steel, each way prices, and Billericay Dickey at a bigger price.
Okay, George.
Yeah, you won't be surprised. It's pretty much copy and paste for the Supreme. I probably back Slade Steel, non-runner money back. The fact that only one out of Ballyburn and Slade Steel is going to show up sort of opens up that extra place. I think Handstands has a shout of running into a third. Like he's unbeaten in 3 novice hurdles and a point-to-point. Beating Django Bay in the listed Sydney Banks last time out was a huge step up. Like on Racing Post ratings, he improved £10. I just think he's continuing to improve. It's his only festival entry, and he might just squeak into a third. So I'll probably play it Slade Steel, non-runner money back, and just Handstand straight each way because he is going to go there. And if Ballyburn shows up, Slade Steel doesn't. So whichever one shows up, it opens up an extra place for you.
Nice one. Dawn?
Well, Slade Steel, the real deal. He's won up the Navan Hill. He's won up the Naas Hill. Both those. If you can win up Naas or Navan, you're going to win or you're going to be there or thereabouts at Cheltenham. He bet Lecky Watson now. There's whispers gone out for Lecky Watson to win the Albert Bartlett. So, I mean, if they're talking about that horse in that respect, you'd go off what Slade Steel has done. He knocked my stocks off at Naas, beating King of Kingsfield. King of Kingsfield, everybody's talking about for the county. So I do see where you has gone with Mystical Power. I was so, not only with the sexy breeding, I mean, like Galileo and Annie Power, it's just, it's the stuff of beautiful dreams if you were going to put two together. It's the blue bloods.
Like Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie as your parents, Dawn, isn't it?
Oh, Jesus, could you imagine you? Like, I mean, the aesthetics alone, you're guaranteed a beautiful baby. So this is a beautiful baby. And Willie did have him in the Lawlers, but took him out, sent him to the Moscow Flyer. He drifted like a barge, and people were perfectly bonkers letting him drift like a barge. The one thing Joseph O'Brien says about Galileos is they won't jump for you, they'll jump through for you. But I mean, if he gets into a bit of a fight and he just jumps through and goes, will he get away with that at Cheltenham? I think he will. He's 9-2. Really, really, really like him. Ballyburn, this again, like I said, this head fuckery, I'm not going to talk about him anymore. He doesn't do that much for me anyway. I'll probably eat my own words. So yeah, I have always adored Slade Steel. But I was with you. I took that 25 to the Supreme after Galway too. You know, I did. And yeah, look, that's helping me keep me warm at night now. But Slade Steel or Mystical Power, do a reverse forecast. I've been brave and ballsy again.
You're going to be ball deep in reverse forecast at this festival, Dawn.
I want value. I need value. None of these fabs. We're not into that here.
Just forecasting every race.
Yeah, or tri-cast. I enjoy that.
Tell you what, I've got a few mates who work. I've got a few mates who work at the Tote. Maybe I can get you a little bit of a role for the exactas and trifectas. So
exactly, yeah.